Hello world. In our last video, the Pharaohs finished creating their fish redistribution system. Unfortunately, the lake they were using is being cut off from the Nile.
In this video, we'll show you how they began correcting that problem by incorporating the ancient city of Elephantine Aswan, roughly 400 miles upriver, represented by that clear bucket. As water fills the bucket, it will flow into the lower Nile quickly so you can watch as it flows past Giza. You'll notice the Nile is in its flood season right now because this Nilometer sits completely underwater.
If you recall, the lake's connection to the Nile was being cut off. Their system was about to become useless, so they began digging. They dug from Giza all the way to Aswan. Some of the shafts exist to this day. They're called the Osiris shafts.
We showed this picture in our last video, but it is very relevant here as well. It shows we mimicked exactly what is in Egypt. Watch what happens when we open our Osiris shafts up to receive water from the Nile. Water from Aswan begins flowing through the shafts and out of the hole in the Sphinx, just like it did previously from Lake Moeris.
Their goal, however, was to continue utilizing Lake Moeris, so they blocked off all of the openings in the Sphinx. That way, water would be forced to flow backwards into Lake Moeris. What the Pharaohs didn't realize at the time, however, was that they unknowingly trapped air in the upper portion of the Sphinx. Notice how this balloon on top of the Sphinx is beginning to expand. On our board, the expansion is caused by less than 2 feet of water pressure. In Egypt, the pressure was created by more than 200 feet. This pressure damaged the original head of the Sphinx, forcing them to recarve it.
When they recarved it, they couldn't alter the size of its body because of the original fish redistribution system. So all they could do is carve a new head on its existing body, which explains why the Sphinx you see today is extremely unproportional.
There is an interesting side note you may not have noticed throughout this video. Take a look at our Nilometer. It's no longer completely submerged. We haven't changed the amount of water flowing in from Aswan, but the amount of water in the Nile has decreased, and that it's now falsely showing signs of a drought.
Archaeologists will tell you that the Nile experienced a decades-long drought in the Old Kingdom of ancient Egypt. This drought was only felt in Egypt. They have not found any signs of it in any part of the Nile above Aswan. That wouldn't be possible without the Osiris shafts.
Stay tuned for our next episode where we continue along their path to fill Lake Moeris without causing further damage to the Sphinx.
Thank you.
Thank you.